Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy. I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you check the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos. DVD Era TV back at y'all with another one. Y'all know the slogan. Let's get straight into this one. Now, after Remy Ma and Papoose broke up, the two will keep quiet for a minute, but recently they haven't been holding back any punches, and they jumped online on the internet and threw jabs at one another.
Don't play about my motherhood again. Papoose. For all of y'all saying he bought my jewelry, he ain't buy shit.
First and foremost, very bipolar, very delusional. This is a person who will sit in front of you. She will post that live, and she'll say later, I didn't do that.
Now, Remy Ma will be online, and she said Papoose never knocked anyone out. Now, Remy Ma is referring to an altercation Papoose had with Remy Ma's new boyfriend, Easy the Block Captain, where he supposedly dropped Easy at one of Remy Ma's battle events. And she'll also bring up Papoose beef with Uncle Murda in a video that surfaced around the DVD era where Papoose got sucker punched by one of Uncle Murda's GMG members.
When he had beef with Uncle Murda and them, and they spun his little ass around the pole. You ain't knocked none of them out.
Now, it's not clear exactly where Papoose and Uncle Murda beef stems from, but some speculate that after Papoose left Violator, Chris Lighty gave Uncle Murda the green light to go at Pap for K-Slay cutting Violator out of Pap deal with Jive for $1.5 million. Now, supposedly, Uncle Murda would start throwing subliminal jabs at Papoose, and they'll be out in the nightlife, and they'll run into each other, but nothing will go down, even though they both was with their crews. Now, after this running with Papoose and Uncle Murda, they'll see each other again, and it's said Uncle Murda will be leaving out the venue alone, and one of Pap guys would try to get at Uncle Murda, and he ran. But Uncle Murda claims he only ran to get space to act like he was reaching for his gun to get them up off him.
Nigga tried to swing. Nigga got this Floyd Mayweather on. Come on, got out of here with that shit, man. I weaved that, ran a little bit down the block. I turned around, like, all right, what's up? I ran in the middle of the street. I gripped up, because they was deep. A couple more niggas ran. When I ran in the middle of the street, a couple more niggas ran over. I gripped up like I had that motherfucking thing.
Now, after this situation with Uncle Murda, this is what Remy Ma is speaking on. Pap will be outside, and someone from GMG will hit Papoose from behind, and he'll spin around the pole. Now, this situation happened in December 2007. Now, it seems like Papoose got hit, and he ran and left his guy behind getting jumped by GMG, but Pap claimed he ran to his car to get a baseball bat.
Played a little baseball that day, though, you know?
You know what I'm saying? I played a little bit. I got my Barry Bonds on.
Now, shortly after this, supposedly in January 2008, Uncle Murda will be sitting in a parking lot in Cypress Projects in East New York, and him and his guys will be involved with a shootout where it was reported Uncle Murda was shot in his head. Now, Murda would eventually admit not being shot in his head, but was injured by a piece of glass that one of the bullets hit.
So it was a piece of glass from the, I guess when the bullets hit the window, a piece of glass from the window actually cut my head.
Now, supposedly, the person who injured Uncle Murda during this shootout would be a close friend of Papoose at the time.
Public information, ain't nobody snitching. Moose went to jail for shooting Uncle Murda over who? Papoose.
Now, Uncle Murda would drop a mixtape after being injured with a few songs speaking about the shooting, mainly on his mixtape self-titled track, Hard to Kill, and Papoose would respond to Uncle Murda with his Who Shot Ya freestyle, a Biggie beat. Now, eventually, after all these situations between Uncle Murda and Papoose went down, DJ K-Slay would step in to cool things down between the two. Now, I'm not sure if Murda and Pap beef is completely squashed, but they did jump on some songs together, and that was on the late K-Slay Rollin' 50 Deep and his Rollin' 100 Deep. So rest in peace and shout out to K-Slay for mediating this situation, because things could have really got ugly. They was in the street with it. People getting hit with baseball bats, allegedly, and people getting punched, shooting at each other, so it could have really got crazy. So shout out to K-Slay and rest in peace to him. Now, jump in my comment section and let me know how y'all feel. Tell me what I left out. Tell me what I got wrong. So, sometimes you be wrong about stuff, even if you do your research. But let me know in the comment section. But anyway, if you're a fan of these old hip-hop stories, tell a friend about my page. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button. More content coming. And I'm out. 100.